And welcome back to the interview room here at the 2021 Air Force Reserve Big West Men's Basketball Championship presented by Hawaiian Islands. Following UC Davis, which is the number 4 seed's 58-56 win over 5th seeded CSU Bakersfield. As you can see, we have 2 student athletes here. We're going to start with these 2 who actually had the last 2 buckets of the game. On the left-hand side of your screen is Damian Squire, and on the right-hand side is the game-winning bucket and the hero, Ezra Manyan. So we'll begin with questions for both of them. If you have a question, either raise your hand or put in the chat box your name and affiliation, and we'll get to you. So first question from Bruce Gallaudet. Go ahead, Bruce.
Congratulations, you guys. Damian first, what specific game plan did you guys have to help out on the boards as guards? I saw that this was the season low, I think, for Bakersfield on the boards.
Yeah, right. So we came into the game with the mindset of we knew they're a physical team, they're a big and athletic team as well. And we just kind of told ourselves from the jump we were going to have to be the aggressor, we were going to have to initiate contact. And we did that, I feel like, especially our bigs who were guarding those bigger guys. They did a great job keeping them out the way. And as guards, we just came and cleaned up the job. And I think we did a great job as a team on that, for sure.
For Ezra, at the end of the game, obviously there wasn't a timeout bringing the ball back down with the score tied. Did you have any instruction from Jim on what would happen at that point, or is it just give the ball to Ezra at the end of the game?
Well, I think at the end of the game, I think my coach trusts in us to make the right decision at the end of the game. We trust in our coach, and I think it was a good shot, but everything leading up to that was just all my teammates, you know. If it wasn't for Damian's bucket, that shot would have never happened. So I just think just everything leading up to it, I think we all was just trusting each other, and the coaches trusted in us.
Bruce, if you have another question, you're on mute right now. And he's on mute.
Oh, sorry about that.
There you go. That's all right.
So, coming into the game, this is for Damian, coming into the end of the season, where did you think that this Aggie team most improved after you returned?
I would definitely say we paid a close attention to becoming a unit. I think all year that was our main focus was, I think we all know that the most connected team at the end of the season will peak at the right time. So throughout our break of not competing and stuff, I think we did a great job just sticking together. All the guys were bought into the same goal. So coming towards the end of the season, I feel like it was kind of it's been pretty natural for us to fight through some tough games and stuff, just because we've done a great job becoming that unit. So we came in with confidence, for sure.
Good job. Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For the both of you guys, and Damian, we'll start with you.
Sure.
Difficult season, just because of everything going on outside of basketball, and the fact that you guys barely made it to this point, potentially even thinking that you weren't going to be playing this year. But now you're here, you're able to go to the semifinals. How does that feel for you guys to be able to accomplish that?
It's huge. We've been through a tough time, definitely. It's worn us out mentally and physically. So it's huge. You know, the moments like these, this is what we've worked for all year. And to see it kind of pay off and allowing us to move on to the next step, it's huge. You know, it's exactly what we wanted. We're all proud of ourselves. We're proud of our teammates, and we're gonna keep it up.
Ezra?
Yeah, I said the same thing. I think for a while, like, it was just really tough for us, especially in December. Like, there was times where we were like working out outside on outside courts, but I think that like was just a testament to like how much we all wanted it. You know, our coach was giving us options through that tough time, because there's still a lot of teams playing, and he was just giving us that option to, like, if we want to go home for a little bit, see our families and stuff, and everybody was like, yeah, we miss our families, but we know the goal ahead, and we all want the same thing in the end, is to be victorious in March. So I think all of this came together and paid off now.
Any other questions for the student athletes?
None.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Congratulations,
Thank
and
you,
we'll see
thank
you
you.
on Friday.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We'll be bringing in Jim Molest momentarily, so we'll keep it right here. As you can see, coach is right there. Either one coach is good with you.
Okay, thank you.
Why don't you get started with a statement about the game, and then we'll open it up for questions for Coach. Go ahead. Whenever you're ready, Coach.
Yep, just really proud of these guys, and we left up on the board, what we had written on the board before the game was our ability to win this game was going to be in large part because of our defense and our physicality. And if we could do those two things, we're going to give ourselves a chance to win. And Bruce, you commented on it, the physicality in particular, checking out, coming up with 50-50 balls and loose balls was big. And then just our defense, grinding it out, holding the team to 56 points was huge for us. And we got great contributions and energy off the bench in those areas of physicality and defense. So just proud of this unit.
We'll go first with Bruce. Do you have a question?
Yeah, did anything surprise you about this game and what Bakersfield prevented?
Well, they started 5 seniors. And some of those guys were redshirt seniors, and we had talked all week about how physical they were, and their physicality could overwhelm you if you're not ready for it. And I think the first 8, 9, 10 minutes of the first half, I think it overwhelmed us a little bit. I think we were a little surprised at how physical they were. And once we gained our composure and brought the fight back to them, I thought that's when the game turned. But to try and replicate that in a short turnaround and to do it in practice when you're trying to keep guys fresh and not get guys hurt, it was more showing them video and talking about their physicality. But until you go against it, you really don't have an understanding of what it's like.
Next question to Jonathan Singh, Eyewitness News. Go right ahead, Jonathan.
And Coach, is it hard to prepare and plan for a team that you haven't seen before?
Yeah, it was interesting. I've been doing this 19 years and I've never been to a conference tournament where I hadn't seen the other team and, known what they want to do and be able to make some adjustments. So, it's great to have all the video technology that we have, but there's nothing like, getting your eyes on a team and on players and seeing them up close and going against them. So, again, that was a little bit why I thought we were back on our heels to start the game is, we hadn't faced this team and weren't sure what to expect.
Let's go next to Greg Kerr. Go ahead, Greg.
Hi, Coach. Greg Kerr, KBA, KTV in Bakersfield. You alluded to the fact they put up 21 points early, and it took them another 20 minutes off the clock to score another 21 points. What did you attribute that to?
Well, I thought, one, we had some breakdowns to start the game. We've had some guys on our team because of the cancellation last year that haven't played in a conference tournament. So this was their first go-around. So I think we were had some jitters to start the game, and I think we were a little tight. And we just had some breakdowns that we hadn't had since, when we came out of our shutdown for the pandemic. So I think there was a timeout in there, and we just kind of took a deep breath, and they were talking to each other. I didn't really have to say much. The guys were talking to each other about just getting locked in and focused and do what we do and ramp it up and communicate. And sure enough, they turned it on their own.
If I could, a quick follow-up on that. The final possession, there wasn't a timeout. Could you tell me what the plan might have been?
Yeah, the last two, I've got a lot of confidence in my guards. Dame and Ez they're elite, and against the pressure of Bakersfield, it's a luxury to have 2 guards on the floor that can both handle it and they can both score it. So, we just have some simple actions to run for those guys, and either one of them can run the action. So, I think the possession before the last possession, they took Ezra away and denied him. So Dame is able to run it, and he gets a finish at the basket to tie the game, and then late it's Ez that hey, same play. and just give him some space and create. And out of that creation, he's either going to score it, get to the basket, get fouled, or he's going to find his teammate for an open shot. So it was a big sequence for both of those guys, and we have a lot of trust in them. I knew Bakersfield didn't have a timeout, so I did not necessarily want to allow them to get set and do some different things defensively, so we wanted to go on the fly in that instance.
Final question for Coach Les?
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Craig.
Any other questions for Coach Les? All right, congratulations, Coach, and we'll
Thanks,
see
you
you on
guys.
Friday.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.